My son Jenson Lindop-Lamens is profoundly deaf and 7 years old. He's currently out of education and has been for 9 months because Cheshire do not have any deaf schools in the area and are denying him a place in the correct provision, which would be a British Sign Language school. I removed Jensen from school last December because the local authorities could not meet his needs. They'd agreed to provide a one-to-one BSL sign teacher for him and failed to do that. Jensen became extremely distressed, so we made the decision to remove him from school without knowing that all his paperwork was out of date and we then would not be able to get him into another school. So the current situation is that he's now been out of education for 9 months. For the first 3 months of dealing with this, they were making me feel like I'd done something wrong. You've taken him out of school, it's your responsibility. You shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that. And it now materialises that as a parent you are allowed to take your child out of school if you're unhappy. Jensen being schooled at home is not the best thing for Jensen. He needs to be surrounded by signing peers, which we are a hearing family, so as much as we can sign, he needs to be stimulated in the correct environment like any other child. This is affecting Jensen massively because all children attend school and the brain develops at a certain age, and that's to get all the information into them at that age. Jensen doesn't have a form of communication that has been fluently taught to him, which would be happening if he was in the correct provision. So therefore, how can he be expected to learn anything beyond the curriculum when he hasn't got a form of communication to begin with? He's missing out on valuable time now. He's already 2 years behind due to being ill. This is just going to delay things further, and I don't see why any child should be out of education for 9 months because of paperwork, let alone a child with Jensen's needs. I think he's just a piece of paperwork that keeps getting passed around the office. Nobody in the SEN team at Cheshire East knows my child. What has happened to paperwork, or where paperwork is, or what seems to be such the massive delay there, I don't know. I genuinely don't know the answer to that. Nothing to do with their paperwork is about Jensen or his needs or any child's needs. So I just feel it's all to suit their own agenda, and the child is right at the bottom of the list.